Good to go.
Okay.
Going to call the County Board of Election meeting to order, 10:45, April 18th, 2023. Chrissy, we call the roll.
Yes, Frank McCary,
Present.
Jack Seltzer,
Present.
Commissioner Buick.
Present.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to appoint Brian D. Bjork as the chairperson for the County Board of Elections for 2023.
Second.
Chrissy, you call the roll.
Okay, Frank McCary.
Yes.
Jack Seltzer.
Yes.
Commissioner Buick.
I'm honored, but I will abstain.
Motion carries.
So the meeting's yours, buddy. Take over.
All right, well, welcome back and you're in charge. Public comments. Do we have anyone from the public that would like to address the county election board?
How about Loretta?
Nothing,
You have
sir.
Nothing?
Nothing.
How about Lynn?
All right, just want to say it's an honor to be back on the election board. It's been many years since I served in this capacity, but I want to thank the judges and thank Mr. Vicari and Attorney Seltzer for serving on the board with me. And Attorney Madore, our solicitor. And our goal, of course, I'm sure we all share, is to make sure that the 2023 elections in Lawrence County are conducted as they've always been, in accordance with the law, and we get accurate and fair results in a timely manner after the election polls close on both the primary and the general election. So the next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the March 28th, 2023 meeting. I'll give the other members a minute to look those over. I was not here, so I would need both of you to take action to approve the minutes.
I move to approve the minutes of March 28th, 2023.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Frank McCary.
Yes.
Jack Seltzer.
Yes.
Commissioner Buick.
I abstain on because I was not present at that meeting. Motion carries. Thank you. All right, election director's report, Mr. Germaini.
Okay, first things first, today we are starting to do the mail outs. So ballots are going out today and will continue to go out. A reminder of some dates. Last day to register is the 1st of May, which is coming up very soon. The last day to apply for any mail-in applications will be on May 9th. And a reminder to candidates that their campaign finance reporting, the second Friday pre-primary reports need to be completed as of the 1st of May, and the filing deadline is the 5th of May. I want to remind everyone too that there were the 2 change of polling spots for Union 4, which will be at the Alliance Church, Washington Alliance Church, and Neshannock 3, which will be on Mission Mead, the Alliance Church as well. So everybody make note of that. As of right now, stats for the county, Democrats, I have 21,364. Republicans, 27,285. And then various parties after that. The third largest party I have after that are no affiliation, which is 4,567. But of course, they will not vote in the primary, only Democrats and Republicans in the closed primary here in Pennsylvania. The total registered voters in the county are 55,269. Other than, we're going to have a public test as well on the May 12th at 10 a.m. I'll post that in the paper, but that won't be till a little later, but I figured I'd give a heads up. So if anybody wants to see the public test, please, you're more than welcome. Come and see it. Other than that, that's all I have as far as reporting. I wanted to make sure we got the chairperson in, and I have nothing else unless you guys have anything to ask.
How many mail-in ballots do we have?
Mail-in ballots. Total mail-in ballots as of yesterday was 3,000 803.
You know, by party, what,
I do, yes, sir. Let's see, Republicans, 1,022. Democrats, 2,781.
thank you.
Yes. And like I said, we're starting today to mail out, so they're back there working right now, getting everything ready to go.
So this is the first day they're going out.
Yes, sir. First day, yeah. So that's all I have, unless you guys have any other questions.
Thank you, Mr. Jermaine.
Yes, sir.
Solicitor Madore is here. Do you have anything to offer election board at this time, or you're
No.
here in case any questions arise?
Just here in case.
All right. Under new business, there's a resolution to appoint a chairman, but Mr. Percari already made that motion, seconded by Mr. Seltzer, and approved. So for this calendar year, I will serve as chair of the board. Is there any other business that come before the election board? Question from Commissioner Spielvogel.
Just wondering if there will be a drop box put out front.
Yes, yes, just
Just-
like always,
Mhm.
yes.
Thank you.
Just one.
Just one up front, just like we've been doing.
Is,
What's the most we ever had?
In the Dropbox,
4.
4.
you
I'd be in favor of 4 of them.
or Dropboxes throughout the county, like we did during COVID.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I might have to speak.
Okay, then
And there
I'll,
were, just for anyone's knowledge, when there were 4, it was one Dropbox at the county courthouse, and then the other 3 were located at the
DJ.
magistrate's offices.
Yes, that's correct.
can someone refresh my memory? Was that required at that time in 2020 because of the COVID pandemic? Or is it up to the county to how many sites there are?
It's up to the county. It was not a requirement.
How many ballots were dropped off at those other locations? Was it a large number, a small number? Do we know?
During the time with the pandemic, it was large, but we only did it that one time. The rest of the time, we just had.
21, 22, we just had one here. Now, the courthouse hours are 8 to 4. Refresh my memory because I wasn't involved at that time.
Yes.
Was that open 24/7?
No, sir.
So only, the drop off was only during business hours from 8 to 4?
Yes,
I guess unless you had security cameras, you really can't open it up 24/7 because
No.
somebody could then tamper with
That's
it,
right,
so,
right.
okay. But that was the convenience, just instead of making somebody come into the courthouse through security, go downstairs, they could drop off their completed outside ballot envelope that it goes in, just in there. And
Yeah.
it was only a handful that was actually dropped off, so. Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
There was a large amount,
it
sorry.
worked. And I'd have to look at the number. I have it recorded of all of them. I don't know offhand, but, it was convenient for voters, saving them from coming down to the office, but they could drop them off at the office just as well, so.
I move to have 4 drop-off boxes in the county for the primary election.
Doesn't have to go through the
Same
commissioners.
location that we had before.
Oh, I see. We have 4, look, I'm just thinking out loud here. We have 4 magistrate's offices. One is here at the courthouse, Magistrate Modi. So the other 3 locations would be District Judge Nicholson's, Russo's, and Cartwright's offices.
Right.
Correct.
That pretty much covers the county geographically. Do we physically have 4, we still have those 4 boxes we could
Yes.
put there?
Yes, we do.
Attorney
there-
Seltzer, any thoughts on that? Any objection or?
Worked well before.
Mr. Perry, you'll make that in the form of a motion?
Yes.
Can I comment on that?
Yeah.
Staffing, when that happened, and that was during presidential, staffing was very hard to go throughout the county. That means I gotta pull somebody out of the office. I have to go with the sheriff. They have to go around, collect it all. That took a better part of the day to do that. And then that pulls somebody from my office.
Explain what you mean. Would they check periodically, not wait until the end, or?
I would send out somebody right after lunch, say like about 1 o'clock. They'd have to go, be escorted with security, of course. They would go to each of the drop boxes and then bring them back. By the time that all got done, I remember that was about, just towards the end of the day, so that pulled somebody off my staff for the better part of the day, collecting ballots.
Do they have to be emptied every day?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, because I gotta come back here, I gotta scan them in, make sure everybody gets their credit, make sure nobody's doing anything, any double dipping, and I have to have them recorded and back, so.
Do you guys really think that there's that much demand for this? I would
do. I think it was a good thing
No.
for the 4 boxes.
I'll tell you, your office looks at it more as an inconvenience than a problem.
Yes, it is, it's part
Well,
of it.
who do you use for that?
Well,
But
that
one
was,
of the part-time dudes that go with that.
no, I'd have to send either Mike or, Michael Jameson. But once again, I have them out in the field, especially when it comes time to deliver. The logistics are hard. I would literally probably have to get another person just for that reason to go around and collect ballots, because I can't just have them sitting out there, go like every 3 days. I don't think that would be a wise choice.
What's the law say on that?
There is no law. There is no law on the drop boxes. There is anything that I don't know about, Jeff, but
There's no
law.
requirement regarding how often the drop boxes should be emptied or.
Right.
What about every other day?
That's probably not wise to do as far as getting them and acquiring them. Because I need to know every day how many ballots are coming in, because I gotta check them. To check to the numbers that people applied for, what came in. I gotta cross.
I still think they're convenient, so the motion's on the floor.
was double check was there a second to that motion?
Not yet.
Is there a second to the motion? Motion dies for lack of a second. I'm reluctant to second the motion or approve that at this time. I understand that you want to make it more convenient, but I believe with the length of time that's provided for people to mail them back in and with the drop box here, coupled with the fact that we have limited staff in the elections office, I'm not positive there's big enough demand for it to justify the additional burden it would place on our election board staff. So at this point, anyone's welcome to reintroduce that motion in a future meeting, but for today, we're gonna leave it at just the one drop box at the Lawrence County Government Center. Any other business to come before the election board? Which leads me to my last item of business. When do we want to meet again, or when do we need to meet again?
I have nothing that I can see in the future except for the day before election, we get together and leave the meeting open.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Solicitor Madore, I believe the law specifies that we can meet at the call of the chair, correct?
Correct.
But we have to give 24-hour notice, correct?
Correct. In order to post the agenda.
Okay, so as always, we would use the county website and the bulletin boards here, 24 hours notice. But at this point, Director Jermaine, you're asking for the next meeting to be Monday, May 15th?
That's correct, sir, yes.
So unless any urgent business comes up before then, the next meeting of this Board of the Elections of Lawrence County will be Monday, May 15th, at what time? 10 a.m.
10
work
a.m. 's
for-
good for me.
Does 10 work for the other members?
Fine for me.
May 15th?
Okay.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that adjourn.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
This meeting of the County Election Board is adjourned.
Jason,
Yes.
how are they meeting that 24-hour?
I looked at you, I'm like, I know
Yeah.
her.
Yes. Thank you. Commissioners also are required to post their attendance.
Correct.
I agree.
So how are they doing?
Plus, I feel if we're gonna do it, you gotta ask the website every.
Been done less.
This is-
That's what I said, I was there.
Yeah.
Your levels, it's always been.
I know.
That's the website is down. Yeah. No, it's,
I don't think it's completely.
It's called a splash page. If you go to it, it appears, but most of the links are not functional yet. We're gonna be at
When
that.
did that come out to you yesterday? I got nothing.
last Friday.
No, it was last Friday.
Nothing yesterday.
Yeah, it comes up with basic information, but it said, while we're rebuilding our website, call.
You have to be certain to put in HTTP www.lawrencecountypa.gov. You can't just type in lawrencecountypa.gov and expect it to come up. And they're working on that. I mean, it's still a work in progress.
Us down there, so
Yeah.
I just need to know how to do it and to let people know how to do it.
Jane
So
has to
we
do
have
it.
to put in HTTP.
You wanna check
Like
with,
you said, they-
Bill's out
You know, and
of
if you
town,
get
but Eric
four-
is
if you
here.
get
You wanna go
four,
back and see
Then
and
there's
pull up and
8
show you
others
what's.
that say, well, we're disenfranchised, why don't we have one? They have one in
Well,
Shannon, we don't have one in
hold on.
Wilmington, right?
Yeah,
You just open a can of worms for
very true.
4 nights.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good to see you.
I pulled it up because I was surprised.
You what?
That was rough that year when we had four. Really, 3 commissioners. They pulled it from, I wonder where they got it, because I didn't get a picture. They used my, ID badge picture on the website, but.
Right, so if you then we're not really checking if you-
It's HTTPS colon front
I
slash
got
front
winter, it
slash
got cold again, didn't it?
lawrencecountypa.gov.
If you
Right
just,
now,
if you just type in Lawrence County PA, it'll come up.
okay, but if you type in www.lawrencecountypa.gov right now, it doesn't work. Right.
Okay.
But they're working on
Yeah,
it.
they
So
are.
you don't need www when you.
No.
Right, exactly. Yeah, which is, seems counterintuitive, but that's the way it's working right now. Yeah.
If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll get our IT guy back to you. Bill's out of town, but we're working on it.
All right.
And Brian, real quick, anytime that you wanna come down and see what we do.
Yeah.
Just come on down. I know you're busy with everything.
No, I'll be popping in the check.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chris and Jason.
Thank you, Brian.
So when they have an expense, another procedural thing, is that Loretta's phone?
Probably.
Oh,
We'll bring
yeah,
it
I'll
up.
get it.
So
Did they shut down the stream?
if it's over
No.
20, if it's over 10,000, you have to get quotes, right?
You have to get telephone quotes, over
Yeah.
time.
So this service that they're contracting for the website is over 10,000.
That's a professional, the website hosting is a professional service.
So
You technically don't
they
even need to
have
get bids for it.
quotes?
Right.
Okay.
Do I just hit the power button, do you
I
think?
think so.